The University of Cooperative Education System. The leadership and strength of today's companies is based not only on their technological development, but also on the quality and competitiveness of their human resources. Due to the complexity and constant transformation of the global markets, companies' collaborators must undertake continuous training in order to improve their company's productivity strategies. Do we have the necessary resources to train our working team in order to compete in the contemporary world? In the traditional education system, there is a gap between the knowledge acquired in the classroom and its practice in the professional field, the company, between that which is taught and that which the businessman seeks in his fellow workers. The Germany of the 1970s was no exception to this kind of dynamics, but by the middle of the decade, German businessmen became aware of this situation, that the knowledge given in the academic centers was theory and not practice-oriented, something that did not meet the needs of the companies. They decided to develop a pedagogical project that would do so. Thus, dual vocational system was implemented. A system that offers, at university level, training that links the academy and the real business world. The system allowed businessmen to train and form their own human resources, and in Germany it derived in more than 50,000 members of the alumni body working in the field. Is it possible to implement dual vocational system in other countries apart from Germany? A dual vocational system pilot project is currently being carried out in Colombia. Its name, University of Cooperative Education. This time, the project's leaders are the country's chambers of commerce, local universities in association with the German-Colombian Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and the GTZ. The Colombian pilot project has already created 2 universities of cooperative education and built links with 3 other academic institutions. All this with a considerable participation on behalf of the business community. It is the company's organizational needs that turn it into a maker. It is the company who will structure and design the project's curriculum and will give form to the human resources. Now the company and its actual space are the most important classroom of the pedagogical project, becoming a place of continuous learning and reflection, giving way to a considerable improvement in the productive cycles. Now, 50% of the study time will take place in the company, and it benefits by learning and updating itself under the counseling of the University of Cooperative Education. Key factors to be remembered when starting a University of Cooperative Education. A thorough study of the number of companies that are able to participate in the project is necessary. This in order to offer the right number of places which will be reserved for young men and women who are willing to follow this pedagogical system. A core of participating companies must be guaranteed to ensure the maintenance of the academic program. The University of Cooperative Education will, in association with the companies, be in charge of the configuration of the program's contents, the curriculum, which will meet their specific needs in the fields of administration and engineering. Now the theory taught in the classroom is put to practice in the company in very little time, thus stimulating a process of interaction between them both, university and company, through which the latter benefits greatly. Implementation of the University of Cooperative Education System. There are 2 strategies that can be adopted. The business community, with the local chambers of commerce at its head, creates the University of Cooperative Education, which must be recognized by the authorities. Starting from an already existent academic institution, which is willing to adopt the University of Cooperative Education program in association with the local chambers of commerce or the business community. What are the commitments acquired by a company when it joins the University of Cooperative Education program? Student selection. The potential student goes through a process that includes knowing his personal professional interests, knowledge, and performance in the field test. Both the company and the university participate in this process. Hiring the student. Depending on the specific legislation of each country, a contract, be it work or learning, will be signed between the company and the student, through which the latter will receive the minimum wage established by the local authorities. The wages will be used to co-finance the student's tuition, and his education will take place in the hiring company. Depending on its specific needs, the company will decide where will the student's training take place. The optimization of the student's knowledge in his place of work will be determined by the company's specific strategies. This process will provide the company with a professional training to fit its specific needs, one that will adapt easily to the different posts the company offers, flexible to its internal structures. In addition to this, experience shows that the system increases the professional's loyalty and commitment towards the company. This will reduce human resources induction and personal irritation indicators. Undertaking the training process in the company. Program's curriculum, which has been designed by the company and the University of Cooperative Education, is based on a qualifying plan. In this plan, the company defines key learning posts, amount of time to be spent by the student on each of them, learning goals, rotation cycles, assessments, and selects qualified instructors. Once the system is enabled, the company will continuously learn and update itself through seminars that will renew its knowledge. The University of Cooperative Education System's most important classroom is the company itself.